What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with part 3 of the Belle Collective reunion. Thank God Belle Collective is over, and then Love and Mirror Townsville will be over. Oh my God. Before we go ahead and get into this review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's discuss Belle Collective, shall we? All right, you guys. So Belle Collective, let me say this before we even jump into it. This was a 3-part reunion, right? I don't even know why it needed to be 3 parts because first of all, nothing happened this season to make it 3 parts. I know we split the season in half, but it still wasn't good enough for a damn 3-part reunion. But those are my opinions. Part 3 of the reunion, I was incredibly bored. Part 2 of the reunion, I was incredibly bored. Part 1 of the reunion, I was what? Incredibly bored. So for me, you guys, I'm on the fence when it comes to Belle Collective. If I will be back for season 4, right now it's leaning more towards no. I don't want to come back for season 4 of Belle Collective, but I'm not gonna definitively say that just yet. But we shall see. Like, I'm also still kind of on the fence when it comes to, you know, reviewing Love and Marriage DC, which premieres next Saturday. And that's season 2, not season 3, but we will see, you guys. I'm just not sure. But again, like I said, I seriously have no idea why the hell this was a 3-part reunion, because nothing happened and nothing, you know, substantial happened. Well, let me stop lying. Let me stop that. Let me take that lie back. Nothing substantial happened. The one thing I can say happened that I noticed was Carlos's bias. Yes, yes, bitch, yes. Oh, he gets on. Like, I like Carlos, but he's annoying at times, and that voice is even more annoying. Now, this episode, we remember the last episode, we ended it with Latrice walking Josh out, right? So Josh still feels a way about the situation that just happened with him and Cliff on stage. And Latrice is like, you know, when we get back to Mississippi, we're going to have the conversation the right way, because I guess she wasn't happy about it as well. So that's what she says. And we then get back on stage. Yes, Letitia and Glenn. Oh my God. Carlos. What fans have said that they like Glenn, aka Lil Boosie? Because I ain't saw not a one soul say that, because I don't really see it for Glenn. But if Letitia like it, you know, I love it, because Letitia was talking about, you know, they celebrated 20 years of marriage. Like, Letitia, girl, we knew y'all was still together. Y'all have been playing us for fools this entire time. For the last 3 seasons, y'all have been playing people for fools, because y'all have very much so been together. So Letitia lets it be known that she, you know, Glenn had her old engagement ring, and they're engaged again, and so they're gonna have a vow renewal. Yes, the season finale, wedding. Oh my God, Carlos, shut up. So what I will say is Carlos went a lot easier on Letitia and Glenn than he did Latrice and Cliff, because at least with this one, he's cheated. And she's talked about his cheating, but Carlos went light on it. I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do. Now, Glenn, for Glenn to sit there and keep talking about the fact that, you know, I married Letitia when I was 20 years old, so I had to get to know the woman as she is today. I was like, oh, so you have to find out who she was after cheating on her and potentially fathering another woman's child? Okay, Glenn. And Cliff took a little credit for where they are. And so at one point, Carlos asked the question of, does she think that, I guess, like, is Cliff a bad influence or on Glenn? And she was like, yeah, negatively impact him or stuff. I was like, girl, no. Your husband was already trash before y'all came on, before him and Cliff became cool. But hey, like I said a minute ago, if Letitia likes it, I love it. Thank God this reunion is over. Because one thing, and I tweeted this last night about Letitia, and I wasn't trying to be shady or nothing, but I'm so glad that I do not, and I am glad, ecstatic that I don't have to look at that fucking wig on her head anymore, or her boobs that are social distancing. I ain't trying to be funny or shady, Letitia, but whoever, I hope that you didn't pay for that dress. If you did pay for that dress, I hope you got it at a discount. If you paid for, if you didn't get it at a discount, I hope it was free, because no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. So Letitia lets it be known that things are good between she and Glenn. Glenn is no longer cheating. I was like, that you know of. And Glenn has given her the passwords, and they did have an incident, but it wasn't on Glenn. A woman was in his DMs. She wanted him to come do did I hear correctly? A speaking engagement or some kind of something? Never mind. Never mind. What is he speaking to anybody about? So the woman also said she, also asked for a one-on-one. And, Letitia says the women are still in Glenn's DMs. And I'm like, really? Really? The women are in, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Because I feel like some people will do anything to be on TV. Never mind. Because I mean, some people probably saw that dingbat Ariana Kerr and like, oh, if I can slide in one of these niggas DMs and they talk to me, maybe maybe the wife will bring me up on the show. Okay, whatever. But she has all the passwords. I was like, you don't think maybe he has a burner? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any of that stuff? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, Marie said, "Am I gonna? I just want to know. Am I gonna be a boss? Can I be a boss?" I'm like, ma'am, never mind, Marie. So then they want to play on our face and talk about that pop up that Glenn did on Letitia, Aikisha, nope, Letitia, Triple S, and Marie wasn't staged. I was like, but he had a microphone on. I'm tired of this already. Let's pause here and move forward. Something else that I'm noticing just looking at this episode? Letitia's makeup wasn't good either. Letitia's makeup was red. Like it was, she looked like she looked sunburned. No shade. She looks sunburned. This makeup is not giving. It's not giving what she thought it was giving. Thank the good Lord in heaven that this is over. So then we move on to this package of Glenn and Cliff. So we see their relationship. Who cares, right? I mean, the sitcom edit wasn't funny. I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh at all. Did not laugh. So Cliff, he thinks that, and like if I'm missing some stuff, you guys definitely chime in the comment section. I was just ready for this reunion to wrap up because I was bored. So at one point they were talking about, so Letitia is talking about the fact that Cliff has told Glenn that Letitia's gonna do to him what Melody did to Martell, and Martell is the one that built Melody, made Melody. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna age well, baby. Them Huntsville stands, they gonna light y'all asses up on social media, cause the hell, y'all know y'all don't talk about Melody. Don't talk about Melody. And then let's just be for real about the situation. Martell did not make Melody. I think we saw that after the divorce, that man went downhill like a roller coaster and didn't come back up. He just went down there and he stayed stuck. He got stuck. Melody has gone up, around, and she's just doing all kind of loops and turns and whatever. Whereas her ex-husband, is stuck, not thriving. Also, speaking of which, I was gonna say this for tonight, for Love and Marriage Huntsville, but shit, he got arrested, what, a week ago, domestic domestic abuse. Now, if you want to compare Lil Boosie to Martell, that's fine. Minus the baby, that's fine. That's fine. You can do that. But good. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. Nope, nope, no. Then after that, we talked about the party that JJ had for Triple S, right? And the party for Triple S, Cliff. Even I tweeted this. You was definitely looking at that man's dick. I ain't saying that you're gay. I ain't saying that you're bi, but you damn sure was looking at that man's dick, and you damn sure told Letitia, tug on it. And Glenn didn't like him saying tug on it. Okay. Glenn also says that when, Cliff called him, he didn't say anything about Letitia touching the man's dick, looking at the man's dick. He was just telling him what happened with JJ bringing the stripper, and that was it. Child, then Letitia started crying, talking about that set them back. Ma'am, how in the hell did that set y'all back? How in the hell did that set y'all back? You can't look at a dick, but he can have vagina and titties in his face, on his body, on his penis. But you can't look at another man. You can't just look at a man swinging this dick. But he can have his way, like Burger King, huh? Okay, I guess. Let me know what you guys think. I really don't care. I don't care. Like I said a minute at the beginning of this, if she likes it, I love it. We'll pause here and we'll move forward. Next up, you guys, we got IKEA. Honestly, I don't remember much from this segment with IKEA. She was talking about the fact that she's the queen wherever she is, right? She's the queen in Jackson. She can be the queen in New Jersey. She also explained that, she don't go back. She don't really explain nothing to nobody on Twitter. I was like, And then Marie chimed in. I was like, Marie, I don't know if you can talk, man. I don't really know if any of y'all can talk, but because y'all are very, on Twitter, y'all are very interactive, like 100% interactive. I think every last woman on this stage has tweeted me at least once throughout the course of this show. Tambra has tweeted me. Latrice has tweeted me. Ikesha has tweeted me. Marie has tweeted me. Triple S has tweeted me. And Letitia has tweeted me. Like all 6 of the Bells have tweeted me. But see, for me, I don't never say anything negative about the women. I just say shady things, and they laugh at it most times. So yeah, y'all do respond to people. It might not be to like negative stuff. I don't know to that extent. The only one that I can say I know she doesn't respond to negative stuff, but what she has done here lately is she blocks the fuck out of people, is Marie. And do I feel any way about Marie blocking people? Not really. Not really. I couldn't be bothered to give a shit, to be quite honest with you. But I know she's blocked quite a few people that I know on social media. She's blocked Schoolboy. She's blocked Chef Don Don, and those 2 I know she's blocked, right? And I don't know what they said to her. Maybe she don't saw people talk. I mean, people give her the blues on social media. I know that for a fact. People give her the blues, and I guess she can't handle it. I don't say too much about Marie on social media, but yeah. So I know you block people. Just saying. You block people. You block people, sis. You definitely block people. So you can't really say you don't interact with people. You might not interact with them, but blocking them is a form of interaction. It is what it is, right? So after that, we move on to this fight between Triple S and Selena. And then we also have Sanjay and Sky on the stage, right? Now, I don't really know why we needed the girls there and not Selena. I thought that was extremely odd that the girls, but I mean, I know why Selena's not there is because at this point, Triple S has the restraining order against her, right? And I know Carlos is shady, but he asked Latrice about the throuple, and she said there is no throuple. And you ask her about the throuple, but you ain't never asked Maria about her and Essie. Because people make jokes about she and Essie all the time being lesbians. But you ain't never said nothing to Maria about that. You ain't never asked her where her girlfriend is, where her wife is. You ain't never, to my knowledge, I don't remember Carlos ever making any jokes to Maria about Essie being her girlfriend. But people talk about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? But what else happened? Like I said, I don't. I wish that the girls weren't there. I do. I wish Selena could have been here, or at least do what Bravo does, right? If the person can't be there because they have COVID, let them come in virtually. And Triple S. Ma'am, I really, 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 really want you to stop playing the fucking victim because it is getting on my nerves that you're playing the victim. Now, I did watch Selena's interview with Carlos. I watched it actually recently, so I didn't watch it at that particular time when it came out, but I just watched it recently. And at the end of the interview, she did say to Carlos that Triple S said that she was gonna throw a drink in that bitch face, talking about Selena. And so Carlos said he looked at the camera. They did roll it back, and they did play the footage. And yes, so according to what Triple S want to say, she was like, but she called me a bitch, and she mentioned my husband, the father of her kids, and she called you a bitch after you called her extra. You started it first. And let me stop and say it real quick once again for everybody in the back before anybody try to come and say, well, this and this and this and this and this and that. Both Selena and Triple S were wrong. Like I said in my review previously, Selena could have ignored the fuck out of Triple S and be like, oh, okay, bitch, you're not speaking today? Fine. So Gucci, Triple S, Sophia Shantae So Gucci, she could have said hi because you spoke to Timber, but you ignored her. So it's equal blame on both parts, right? But the fact that Triple S is sitting here and she's still trying to make herself the victim, she hit me with the glass and one inch over it could have took my eye out. Ma'am, you threw a drink at her. What was she supposed to do? Sit there and be like, oh, this bitch just gave me a shower and move on with her life? Girl, no, you're gonna get popped in the fucking mouth. And JJ, I have an issue with you too, JJ, because I get it. You want to be on your wife's side, and that's not a bad thing, but it feels like you're taking your wife's side at the expense of your daughters, because your daughter said they never really saw for your wife, right? And that's fine. Again, I'm not gonna sit here and be like how the girls. I'm not gonna tell the girls how they should feel or how they shouldn't feel. But the fact that, because I did see that at one point, I know that Triple S and JJ did an interview with Carlos, and they did say some not so nice things about Selena, and it's just like, my God, that is she's still at the end of the day is the mother of your daughters. Why would you say anything negative? Be like, I love my wife, and that's the girl's mama. So I wish we could all get on one accord and try to figure out how to work things. Now backstage, because at one point Carl was like, I'm making an executive decision to end this. You should have never brought them girls out in the first fucking place. They look cute. They look so cute, by the way. One of them looks exactly like her daddy, and the other one looks exactly like Selena. Um, Now, what I also will say about Triple S is you talk about what you did for them girls, their hair, homework with them, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what did you do with your own kid? Because your daughter was talking about what you didn't do. Never mind. Girl, I really don't have much for her. The girls are not talking to JJ at this current point because of the things that he said about their mom. And I don't blame them, but I will say, life, I agree with what Carlos and what Aikisha were saying. life is short, but at the same time, you guys are using that to diminish how those girls feel. And I didn't appreciate that. Let's not diminish how they feel. Tell them your feelings are valid. You're upset with your dad because your dad said things about your mom, and that's your prerogative. You should feel how you feel. But just remember, life is short. Your dad could be here today and gone tomorrow, and you girls will be upset and hurt that about how. And trust me, I know this from. Ooh, I have a family member who. Oh God, I'm gonna say it because I have a family member. She is going through it right now, right? Because she said some very nasty, negative things to her mom. And rest in peace to her mama, by the way. But she said she is beating herself up, and I do feel bad for her, right? Because she wished the permanent thing on her mama, and now that her mom is no longer here, she is, you know, she's being, plagued with, I should have said this to her, I should have done this to her. I just, and I feel bad for my cousin. Technically it's my aunt, but I feel so bad for her. But I'm like, you gotta think about the things that you say when you say it. You speak, you speak power with your tongue. But yeah, you guys, that's the review. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Like I said, thank God it's over. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourself, you guys. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.